Hello everybody, this is Toastmaster Tim with another in my series of tutorials on Free Toast Host and how to work on the Free Toast Host websites. This is tutorial number 7, or how to work on a custom page. Now, by showing you how to work on a custom page, you will automatically know how to work on the home page. If you were with me last time, you saw that we created a test page. So we're already there. I'm going to go ahead and I'm already logged in. I'm going to click on Edit This Page, and it opens up my custom page. And this right here is the WYSIWYG. What you see is what you get. This is the WYSIWYG menu. We're not going to deal a whole lot with that menu up there. We're only going to look at 3 different things today. First thing I'm going to show you is how to insert and use a table. The second thing, I'm going to show you how to insert an image. And then the third thing is how to create a link. Okay, let's get started. First thing I'm going to do is I am going to get rid of that. And now I go up here, excuse me, to the WYSIWYG menu, and this is our table icon. And if I click on that, it opens up this box, and we can create tables of all sizes, you see. But today I'm only going to create a 1x2 table, and as soon as I click on this, my table appears. Now I'm going to right click on this table, which drops down a menu, and I'm going to go to Table Properties. That opens up the Table Properties dialog box, and you see the rows and columns are grayed out, and that's okay because we can always add rows or columns later if we need to. I'm not going to mess with headers, but something I want to point out that's relatively important is the border size. You notice that the border size right now is 1. That's what it looks like when your border size is 1. If I put 0 in there, it doesn't change it here yet until after I OK this. But that is going to make that, when you're working on it, just a very, very light gray, and when you go back to your web page, it's going to be invisible with a border size of 0. I'm going to set the alignment to center. That's just what I do. The width is fine. I'm going to leave it at 500. One caveat on the width: Free Toast Host only lets you use 700 pixels wide. So what you need to do is be careful with the width of your tables and make sure that they are less than 700. I generally choose something like 690 to give a little bit of wiggle room if you need a table that wide. Otherwise, 500 in this case is going to be fine. And cell spacing and cell padding is fine. So I'm going to go ahead and OK this. And you see how that the table has jumped to the center because we centered it, and how, like I mentioned, it is grayed out. I'm going to choose this first cell, and you see how it's left justified. And the way to justify this is by using your text tools up here. So I'm going to center that. I could right justify it if I wanted to, but right now we're just going to go ahead and center. And I'm going to click over here in this other cell and center it also. Okay, so we have created a table. Now if you want to add rows, all you have to do is from this last cell, hit Tab on your keyboard, and it creates another row. Pretty cool, huh? But I'm going to go ahead and click on that, and for the row, I'm going to say delete row. So we're back to our 1 row, 2 columns. Now I'm going to show you how to insert an image into this table. Now you don't necessarily have to have a table to insert images in. You can insert it anywhere in your WYSIWYG. I'm just going to show you how to do it right now in this table. And before, when you wanted to insert an image into your web page, into your WYSIWYG, you had to go over here and click on the image icon, and it opened up a dialog box, and you had to go search on your computer, and you had to upload it, and you had to send it to the server, and then you had to go search the server and bring it in. Well, all that stuff has gone away, and that is just so cool. I'm going to grab the top up here and pop this down, if it'll let me, there, to where we can see my desktop. And the reason for that is because I'm going to go over here and I'm going to grab this image right here in the corner, and I'm going to click on it, hold it, drag, and drop right into there. And you see, file successfully uploaded. How cool is that? Now if I click on these 4 arrows, green arrows that point away from each other, that also gives us, that maximizes so that we have a lot of working space. I'm going to pull this over just a little bit, pull that over just a little bit, that way we have some wiggle room over here. Actually, I'm going to pull that over some more. There. Now we have some room here, and when I click in there, I can put a caption. And that's a nice thing about putting an image in a table. You can always put a caption right next to it or underneath it. But this is a great image. There. So now we have put in a table, we have dragged and dropped an image into our WYSIWYG, and we've put in some text. Next thing I'm going to show you is how to take this image and turn it into a link. And that link would then send the user, the person, the visitor, to another website. I'm going to click on this image to highlight it, and then I'm going to go up to my WYSIWYG menu, and I'm going to click on the little 2 links of chain with the green plus, and when I do that, it's going to bring up a link dialog box. And so you see you've got different link types. You can have a URL, you can have a link to anchor into the text, and an email. We're going to use a URL, and we already have a protocol, but they've got different protocols, you can see there. http:// is fine. That's what we're going to use. Now I'm going to go and I'm going to copy my address that I want to put in here, and then I'm going to insert that address. I'm going to paste it into here. And if you notice, it really quickly flashed the HTTP and then it went away because that protocol is already there. So now we have a link set up to go to toastmasters.org, but something that's really cool, if you don't want to send visitors away from your website to where they can not find their way back, then the thing to do is go up to the second tab here where it says Target, click on Target, and you'll notice that it says Not Set. So what would happen is if you left it not set, then it would send them to that website using the same tab, the same page that they were on, and that would take them totally away from your website. But I'm going to select New Window Blank. And when I do that and then OK it, what that will allow this link to do is to open another tab up here to where your page is still open, and then just another tab opens along the top. So we have actually literally created a link and turned this image into a link that would send visitors to Toastmasters International. But there's another way we can do that. We can use this text over here to do the same thing. So I just highlight the text, and then I go up here and I click on my link tool, and I've still got my address copied, so I'm going to paste it in. I'm going to go up to Target, and I'm going to change it from not set to new window blank, and I'm going to OK it. And now you see that this text is underlined, which indicates that it is a link. So we've done, put in a table, put in an image, put in some text, and we've created two links. And I'm going to minimize this to where I can get down here to my Save button. And I'm going to click on Save. And then once it tells me success, that the information has been updated, I'm going to close. And I'm going to refresh my page. And there we have the results of what we just did. Now, if you want to see if this is really a link that's going to do what I told you it's going to do, I'm going to click on it. And you see that it opened to Masters International. But my page is still open over here. So I can go back to it. Now, if I click on this line of text, once again, it opens a new tab and sends me to Toastmasters International. But my page is still open. I'm going to get rid of those. And that's it. There you have it. We opened our WYSIWYG. We inserted a table. We inserted an image. We put in some text, and we created a couple of links. And by the way, remember, our table is invisible here. Okay, that's it, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and this is Toastmaster Tim signing off. See you later.